That's the Isle of Wight. We've got the Needles over there, the Isle of Wight. That's the Isle of Wight. I could see over to Portsmouth and the Isle of Wight. For years I've been talking about going to the Isle of Wight. Finally, with some good weather on the way and a few days free, it was time to make it happen. Good afternoon everyone and welcome to West Cowes on the Isle of Wight. Today is a good day. We're in the middle of an Indian summer heatwave and today we're starting the Isle of Wight coastal hike. Just over 70 miles. We've got 4 days of hiking, 3 days of wild camping. Got a lot to cover today, so let's go. So I've been looking forward to this one for a long time, guys. I've been talking about coming to the Isle of Wight for absolutely ages. Look at that, we've only been here 5 minutes and we've already seen our first turret. Egypt Esplanade. I'm not quite sure why it's called that. Maybe the palm trees? Gurnard. Sounds like something you used to do at a rave in the 90s. So not only will it be hard to get lost with all the signage, also got handy information there for the toilet and even drinking water. I've never seen that before. There's a tap just there. First bit of beach walking, it's a bit on the wild side. We've got rocks, we've got stones, we've got sand, we've got seaweed. Just realised I'm not actually supposed to be on this beach. I was supposed to take a turn inland somewhere along there, but looks like we've got a bit of rock climbing to do now. Slippery rock climbing at that. Actually, I've just noticed there's some rattan furniture up there and a private property sign, so clearly we're not supposed to go that way. Back we go. Oh, I just happened to come inland a little bit into this jungle. Well, I've come this way to take a shortcut, but the shortcut I saw only had one trail and this has clearly got dozens, so I think as long as we keep heading in this general direction we should be alright. Yeah, so I got a bit marshy down there on the coast, so we're now heading inland through the pleasant residential streets of the Isle of Wight. Feels like so much of a more gentle, slower pace of life here. I already feel genuinely more relaxed. I've only been here an hour. So a nice easy track to walk along here at the moment. I did watch a video while I was researching this trip. A YouTuber called Jonas something. I'll put a link in the description. And he did this hike in the middle of winter where it's just complete bogs, wading through mud. It's a very different proposition here in summer. Wow, so we've just come out of the path here and it's opened up to this view. Love it. We're now in an area I think is called Great Thorness, and look at the colour of this water. Beautiful. So peaceful, guys. On this whole stretch of beach, there's just 2 people up there, that's it. So again, the beach gets a bit marshy, a bit boggy along here, so we go back inland again. So we're heading up through this caravan park, coastal footpath through Thorness Bay. Taste of my childhood right here. Cheap cola. So back in the day that used to be 20p, now it's 60. Some lovely rural scenes along here. All I've been doing this summer is coastal walks, so it's nice to be out in the countryside. Lots and lots of juicy blackberries. So we're just outside of Porchfields now, heading up to Lochs Green. It's all along the road here. Lovely house over there. Yeah, lots of road walking at the moment. I'm looking forward to getting back down by the coast. Just in Newtown at the moment, which is no more than a hamlet these days. Used to be a very important port in medieval times. Just outside the old town hall here. Stopped for a bit of a break, a bit of pasta and a nana and a drink. It's 28 degrees at the moment, very warm walking conditions, but I quite like that. Giving this over cold and rain any day of the week. Good walk so far. A lot of road walking, which has kind of killed my zen a little bit. I don't feel quite as relaxed as I was earlier, but we'll get down to the coast shortly, so that will repair that. Now, I was talking earlier about this video by Jonas, another vlogger. He actually showed this sign, I've seen this before. To whom it concerns, I know you've been pinching money, and you will know, I know, you also the other stuff you took. Okay. Look at that. Marrows, 60p each, size of them. Amazing. Well, at the moment it feels like we're on the other side of the water and the New Forest. It's extremely similar. Really beautiful. I'm sure it's even more beautiful in autumn. But we should be getting back down onto the coast within the next mile, according to my map. This would be a great little spot for wild camping. Really peaceful, really pleasant, and someone's even left a barbecue. Perfect. And we made it back down to the coast. Woo! But we've got to go this way. So it hasn't rained in at least a week, and yet it's still boggy as hell out here. Thank goodness for the boardwalk. Oh, okay, sure, yeah, this doesn't look sketchy at all. And back on the coast, but no, we've got shingle. Well, thankfully the shingle didn't last too long. So we've got about 5 miles until our next big town. Well, big, it's not particularly big, it's all relative, isn't it? Yarmouth is the next town where we can supply for the night and then press on a little bit further and go and find our camping spot. It's definitely a hillier path than I expected it to be. Spiky bushes everywhere along this path, like here on my arms and here, getting up my legs are just coming at me from all angles. Well, I guess someone just didn't want their tent anymore. Either that or they got attacked by a bear. Let's hope it's the second one. Just about half a mile away from Yarmouth town centre now. Over there we've got the boat coming in from Lymington, which is over there on the horizon. Visibility is not great at the moment, it's clouded over. I'll try zooming in, but you may not be able to see it. Onwards. Alright, here we are in Yarmouth. We've got a mighty fine view. And we've also got a mighty fine looking Solent burger. Basically it's a fish burger and it looks pretty damn good. Oh, that is so good. So messy too. That fish burger, no exaggeration, that was probably the best bit of fish I've had in my life. That was delicious. If you're ever in Yarmouth on the Isle of Wight, do yourself a favour, go to the Blue Crab chip shop. Delicious. Anyways, we're leaving Yarmouth now and we need to go and find somewhere to camp. So we've only got about an hour's daylight left. I don't know where we're going to camp tonight. We are getting off the road in a minute and just going to find the first half decent place and camp there. I was hoping for a bit of a better sunset tonight, but it's clouded over, so it doesn't really matter. Got a lovely view there looking back at Yarmouth. Got a couple there with their dog in the water. Now coastal path continues along this way, along the coast. Bit of novelty. Right, so we're on the shingle again, near Fort Victoria. That's the building just there. The coast path goes up behind these houses. Well, I didn't really want to do that, so we're continuing along here and hoping to stumble upon a decent wild camping spot. Here's Fort Victoria. Boo, damn you. Right guys, I've had enough walking today. It's been a solid 20 miles. There's a difference between sort of a normal 20 miles and a solid 20 miles. I got here at 12 o'clock. I've had to get here before sunset. It's now 6:30, so 20 miles in 6.5 hours. I did have to motor it a little bit. I've decided I'm going to camp here. Just need a few of these people that are milling about to leave. Cafe over there is pretty busy. There's a couple over there with their camping chairs. But Over there we have a spectacular view of somewhere we've been on our travels in the past. That over there is Hurst Castle and the lighthouse where we camped on last week's video. So what a great view that is, and pretty cool to be this close to it. So in the meantime, I'm going to chill out. I've got a couple of local beverages to try. Now guys, did you know that Isle of Wight has its own brewery? Neither did I until I went to the off licence in Yarmouth and I grabbed myself a couple of different bottles. So this is White Night. Now this wasn't cheap, so I'm expecting good things. It's £4 a bottle. Right, so the bottle says it's a traditional strong English ale. Let's get it down the hatch. Yeah, that's not bad. That's nice. £4 a bottle? I'm not sure, but not a bad drop. So my next beer is also from the Isle of Wight, and this one is from Yates's Brewery, and it's called a Beachcomber. 4.3% brewed on the Isle of Wight, and it's a very light straw stroke blonde coloured ale. Let's give it a go. That's a bit smoother. I think I prefer this one because it is a bit more summery and it's a sultry evening, so yeah, this suits well. It's a little bit cheaper. I think it was like £3.30 or something. It's still not cheap, but a bit cheaper. Well folks, it's still busy here. Still a fisherman here. The cafe is still quite busy. They're getting a barbecue on the go over on that table over there. So in the meantime, since I last spoke to you, I've had a little mooch about and I've found somewhere a bit quieter, probably a bit more suitable. Let's go over there. Right, so I finally found out a bit more about Fort Victoria there. So it was built by Lord Palmerston, like many other defences along the English coast, to combat a potential French invasion during the Napoleonic era. It was then later named a Victoria Fort after Queen Victoria took an interest in the fort and in the area itself. I mean, Queen Victoria lived here in her later years. And like many coastal defences, it was used during the Second World War. I quite like camping at historical sites like this, but it's not to be tonight. It's a little bit too vibrant for my liking. Alright, we are heading down to the beach. And I think I found my space. So here's our lovely view, and this is the area. Look, we've even got a little rope swing thing here. Someone's obviously been here before. I had a little fire. But here we are. This is flat enough, I think. So I'll wait for it to get a little bit darker and then I'll start setting up. Right guys, I'm all set up. Here's my view out to sea. Beautiful, look at that. There's a lighthouse going off over at Hurst Castle. Here's my boudoir, the bivvy boudoir. The sleeping bag is on top of the bivvy at the moment. I don't need to get in it just yet. It's a beautiful evening, lovely temperature. The only reason I've got this on is mosquitoes. They've bitten the crap out of my ankles. But yeah, it's been a nice first day. Nice introduction into the Isle of Wight. Bit less coastal than I was expecting, but tomorrow I think it is going to be a bit more by the sea. We've got about 24-25 miles tomorrow, but we've got all day to do it, so it's all good. So we're about 20 miles in now guys, just over 50 to go. I'll see you tomorrow.